This is from PFF, projected every team starting lineup ahead of the 2024 season. So now they list 12 guys on offense and defense. If the Browns were able to play with 12, I like their chances to go to the Super Bowl, but I digress. It's a pretty nice skill set. I get Cooper and Moore haven't produced in the NFL level. You got to like what you see. The defense, and they list the 3 cornerbacks and 2 safeties and 5 defensive linemen as well with 2 linebackers. When you look at that, there's not a whole lot of weaknesses there.
Yeah, and I would argue Jerry Jeudy's production as he has in the NFL, the 800 to 900 to low thousands guy he's been throughout his career, that is a huge get for the Browns in their receiving production because they did not have somebody opposite of Amari Cooper who could get that level of production last year. Like Elijah Moore wasn't close to that. Like outside of David Njoku, who you still have on the team, you didn't have a real number 2 wide receiver. Jerry Jeudy, if he doesn't improve at all, is a real number 2 wide receiver, a real number 2 option, and a guy who's going to add up to 800 to almost 1,000 yards of production to this team receiving wise. That's a real slept on ad. Like I think so many people are caught up in the potential of Jerry Jeudy and the perception of him that we forget that what is there is still a very productive player. Like that's early Brandon Cooks level production Jerry Jeudy has given you. And we'd be thrilled to add Brandon Cooks to this team, right? But you just throw Jerry Jeudy's name in front of that production and it completely changes how we feel about it. So yeah, I think that's one of the most slept on things about that starting lineup is, hey, last year, you were running out Amari Cooper and Elijah Moore, and then Cedric Tillman in trip sets, and now your trip sets are just massively upgraded from having Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, and Elijah Moore there with David Njoku as a viable option on that other side, and now you have 3 guys on that receiving core who can get 800 or more yards.
And the way I view people looking at Jerry Jeudy, they're comparing Jerry Jeudy to the guy that was drafted 15th overall. Same thing that Browns fans do relative to Jedrick Wills. Jedrick Wills, pretty good left tackle. When you compare him as a 10th overall pick, it's the same thing with Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy is a pretty good wide receiver. I don't know that he's the 15th overall pick, but we'll see. He still has time to develop.
I would say, too, outside of just being the 15th overall pick, he went in front of Justin Jefferson, which I think is more important, right? When you have that player who's going to be like a top tier level guy, and you say, oh, we could have had him, right? When the Browns fans do it, they point to Tristan Wirfs. That's the thing. If Jed Wills went 10th, but Tristan Wirfs went 8th, we wouldn't be complaining about Jed Wills as much. Same thing with Jerry Jeudy. If Justin Jefferson just doesn't go after him and he goes before after Justin Jefferson, I don't think people are on his back as much.
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly.